and I'm so proud of myself because I am live before 8 a.m. today. Maybe I'll even be in front of the computer before 8. I have 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. First, I do want to grab a cotton pad. Hold, please. All right. Cotton pad. Let's see. I received, excuse me, lots of tributes overnight. Good morning, Scorpy. And lots of payments on lots of different platforms. I have I have one person, well, I think you guys might remember if you were watching me yesterday. I've had several people fill out my debt contract without making payment, and it says right on there where and how to make payment for that. So I emailed them, and one slave responded and said that he had paid. But in the email I sent him, I told him to send me screenshots of his payment because you guess what? I get several payments every day, sometimes every hour on different platforms. And if you don't show me where you paid, I'm going to have no proof that you actually paid, and I'm not going to continue interaction with you. I also don't have the patience to hold people's hand. It's really not that hard to do, and there's plenty of slaves that do it correctly. So if you paid and you don't send me a screenshot of your payment, I'm probably not going to respond to you because you know what? A lot of people lie. A lot of people lie about sending tribute. I guess they think I'm retarded, and they just think that they can say that they sent. Like I don't get notifications on my phone and see where payments go through. And I'm just not going to respond to you. It's not a good look to lie about payments. Steve says, is this actually a thing? It is definitely a thing. Is that what is your question exactly? Good morning, Pranshunsi. And good morning, Morris. Obviously, you guys don't understand what financial domination is, so please go look it up before you are putting your uninformed comments in my chat. Please and thank you. Anyways, I was saying that people expect me to interact with them without having sent the tribute or, like I said, lying about it, and obviously that's not going to work. So if you do send tribute and you don't send a screenshot of where you sent it, then I'm not going to be responding to you. I think this is the same person who you also might recall, I don't know which live stream it was, yesterday morning maybe, who wanted to buy my socks, and we had a fun little The Price is Right game in the chat with, I wrote a number down of how much I wanted him to pay for the socks, and you guys tried to guess it. I think he even had suggested $700. The number I wrote down was $300, and so he messaged me about it, and even though I had said that in the chat, he's still asking me how much, and I told him, and then he tries to bargain with me, and I talked about this yesterday, but financial domination is a luxury kink. You do not go into a luxury store and try to bargain with their prices. It's tacky, it's disrespectful, and it's annoying as hell. So, you know, I do not bargain. If you try to bargain with any of my rates, I will just stop responding to you, and I will likely block you. I just don't have the patience for it. Many of you know that I do have a career that I've had for many years. I don't need your money. I do this because I enjoy it. And if you make it unenjoyable, then I'm not going to do it with you. It's as simple as that. So he got no response from me, and I think he still responded, I don't know, 8 times after that. Ma'am, are you there? And I'm just not responding. He's very close to me. Actually, I should have blocked him already. I will block him after I hang up this live stream. All right, we've got trolls in the chat right off the bat. Let me hide a few people. I am a little early, so we probably don't have any moderators in the chat. Constantine is here. Hello. He always gets a kick out of my ramblings. Now I've distracted. What is that? It's probably a bug bite. You know, they're on a rampage right now. It's been a little cooler this week, so not as many bugs, but it is Florida, so kind of an ongoing problem. Inescapable. But I guess where there's more bugs, that means there's more animal life. And there are lots of beautiful animals in Florida. Lots of different types of birds and lizards of every shape and size. We don't get the iguanas quite up this far north, but if you didn't know this, this is a fun Florida fact that when it gets too cold here, the iguanas fall out of the trees. And they're kind of overpopulated, so I saw recently that there's some places where you can collect the iguanas that fall out of the trees and turn them into some kind of center. I don't know what they do with them. I imagine they maybe exterminate them. But they are overpopulated. Apparently they are a nuisance. They're very large lizards. So, fun Florida fact. Scorpio wants to know if I've found any houseboys yet. I have not. I'm not really looking that hard, to be honest with you. I would like one, but I'm not going to push it. When it happens, it happens. I do live in a rather not super populated area, so it's probably a little hard to find local slaves for serving. Which stick am I looking at? This one. I haven't seen too much popping up on my day trading scanner yet. I haven't really been looking that much. I will say one that I saw was AZTR, I believe. It's a very cheap stock, which I'm always a little hesitant to trade. But, what was I gonna say? And it's also a slow grinder. It's moving rather slowly. But I think I saw... No Way Brick left a very entertaining super chat. He says, your name must be Niagara because I'm falling for you. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. You're definitely going to get a heart for that. It's cheesy, but I like it. Thank you for that. That made me chuckle. Good to have a chuckle this early in the morning. It's not that early, but I'm not a morning person, so it feels early. We're just tapping out the... yes, I do have thriller face right now, don't I? I like to call this my war paint. I'm going to war with stocks, I guess. Actually, I do have a very busy day today. I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but my work, I've been trying to go down to 1 day a week. I told them I was going to go down to 1 day a week, but they have nobody else. So I've been talked into 2 days a week. Very full 2 days a week, and that's not even getting to all the patients. So I have a very full day today, which is okay. I mean, I like what I do, but as I've mentioned before, it is very draining, and mostly I really hate paperwork. I really hate documentation. I really hate it. It's so time consuming. It takes me at least an hour after work to do all of it, at least. And that is the part that I hate the most. Nobody likes paperwork. I like writing, actually. I can write an essay or a story all day, but I do not like documentation. Even with, you know, all the modern technologies, it's still, and this is embarrassing. Well, it's not embarrassing. It's a fact of life. I was around before all the digital documentation when we had to do everything on paper. So I'm thankful that we don't have to do that anymore, because that was a pain in the ass. And then switching from the paper to the digital documentation, EMS programs, was quite the headache. And actually, well, you don't care about that. I won't go there. Moving along. Let's do a little bit of this today. I don't usually put this one on, but I'm feeling it. So we do a little, And we're almost done. We're just going to, let me check the chat. The Real Rian says the AZTR up almost 30%. Yeah, I don't know what the time frame, but sometime yesterday it was at 17 cents. And last I checked it was at 31 cents. What's it at right now? Can you tell me? Hello, Sires. Sayers? Hold on, I gotta brush these. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful, because if they're not, I'm just going to hide you so I can't see your stupid comments anymore. I'm talking to the person that left the last annoying comment. If you're so convinced I'm AI, then you can just go check some of my social media platforms, which have been around for, I don't know, 16 years. I don't think AI's been around for 16 years, has it? No. Dumbass. Good morning, disgusting. And Sayers is from Texas. Where in Texas are you? Aw, Scorpio, you're sweet. He says, I wish we could like this more than once. Yeah, just a reminder, if you haven't already, if you're enjoying my banter and my dry sense of humor, you can like this video, you can subscribe to the channel, and really, if you're going to keep watching, you should be on your knees, because that is the proper way to watch my live streams and all my videos. This one's a little weird. It's good enough. I can't be bothered with making it perfect. And we'll use the chunky mascara today, mostly because I'm trying to use it up. Where's the, there. Oh, James says hello from West Palm Beach. I am north of West Palm Beach. Are you a submissive man? Do you want to be my in-person slave? Do you want to come clean my grill? That's not a euphemism for anything. I mean that literally. Hello, Max. QN says, it seems my Reddit searches have bled over to the algorithm on YouTube. Were you spying on me on that platform? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Please confess. Cyrus is from Houston. I hear it's very humid there. I lived in Austin for a short time. Texas is not for me. God, this stuff is clumpy. That's okay. We'll make it work. It's got to be used up. It just does. Oops. Kind of messed up, but it's not that bad. So we're just gonna leave it. Imperfect is perfect. All right, that's just good enough. It's 8:08. I wanted to be in front of the computer by 8 o'clock, so I've already missed my deadline, my own deadline. Let's remove my vintage, I don't even know what you call that thing. And then, what do I want? These ones kind of smell. I don't like the smelly ones. That one looks kind of light. Ooh, let's try this one. Lip oil and gloss. Ah! It came out a little quicker than anticipated. See if we can... It's got a nice texture to it. Now that I dumped half the bottle on my face. All right, let's travel over to the other end of the house. Oh wait, I'm gonna put my shoes on first. Shoes on, because we're gonna walk. I think I did like 8,000 something steps yesterday, and then I said I wasn't gonna go for my swim, but then I did. But I only did half the swim, because my shoulder's been kind of bothering me a little bit. I did start my new exercise program for it yesterday, and I think it helped. I mean, I think it's going to take a few days to really help, and I'm trying to go easy on the pull-ups, but you know I do love to do pull-ups, so that's hard for me. It's it's hard for me to not do them, but I am trying to, because we got to let this thing heal. It's just really pissed off, and it's gotten really, sometimes it spasms really bad. I think it's my serratus anterior is my best educated guess. Okay, let me get the tea. Ooh, I forgot to put the dog food away. Oops. Let me put the dog food away. And tea. What is this? I think this is still honey lavender. I'm trying to use that box up. It is quite lovely. And traveling into the office. There's my tea. And put you right there. Let's fire up the computers. I finally did go to Verizon yesterday and ordered my new phone. I'm waiting for it to come. I'm getting my disastrous phone situation finally figured out. My nose runs in the morning, so excuse me. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. And unfortunately, we're not doing music anymore because the last video I made with my copyright-free playlist in the background got flagged for copyright issues. So, I guess it's not really copyright-free music, is it? No. They are liars. Oh. Stupid plug. Okay. Now, oh, shoot, my watch. Okay, I need to go get my watch because you know we didn't need to measure the steps. So hold on, 10 seconds for the watch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That was less than 10 seconds. I don't know how charged this is, but hopefully it's charged enough. All right. Oh, this isn't plugged into the other thing. Oh, there it is. My plug on top of plugs. And then we will plug in the big monitor. Big monitor. And we have to fire up this computer. It's a process. Like I said, I haven't seen too much popping up on the scanners. Let's see where AZTR is at, and then we're gonna do a little research on it. I also went to my accountant and got my taxes done yesterday. So I feel good about getting that done. That's always an accomplishment and feels good when you're done with it. Oh, okay, so AZTR went up to 35 and then it pulled back. It has kind of a rather large volume red candle right now on the 15-minute chart. So it could keep going. It could not. I think we're going to see more of a pullback here just looking at the chart. It's got, when it squeezes up like that, it tends to pull back. I wouldn't say the last pullback wasn't quite 50% of the original move of that bull flag. I digress. Let's see if the tea is ready. That's a little hot. Not quite hot enough to burn my tongue, but pretty close. All right, let's get some mood lighting and then the treadmill, and then you will have more of my attention. Just to remind you, you can always accompany your comment with a super chat and it pops up in a bright, colorful block, and I would definitely see it. So just a reminder about that. And we don't have any moderators in the chat right now, I believe, but they're coming, so you better watch it. Okay. All right, let me pull AZTR up here. If you were with me yesterday, okay, we got ORBS squeezing up. Let's check it out. ORBS. I'll be adding them on my chart as they pop up on the scanner. Let me just hide a few rude people. You guys are keep commenting on Nicole. I don't know what she said, but I'm just gonna go ahead and hide her because she tried to retract whatever rude thing she said. But you guys made it apparent that she was saying really immature, rude things. And I don't want somebody like that in my chat. I have no patience for it. Okay, ORBS is popping up. It just went over $1. So let's pull it up on the big screen and then I will look up some more information on it. Let's see, ORBS, 8Co Holdings. I've definitely seen this one before. Let's find out some info about it, shall we? ORBS. And then I'm going to start the treadmill. It is moving up rather quickly. It's at 107, 109 now. A lot of times when these go over $1, they go right to $1.10 or $1.20. So you do kind of have to watch for that. A pullback at those levels, regardless, I would say. This isn't really a stock that is in... Let me move my treadmill over a little bit. There we go. This isn't really a stock that... I'm not on the cord, am I? Oh! I was on the cord. Okay. This isn't really a stock I would trade because it's got a very high float. It's 132 million share float. And I usually go... What did I do? I think I broke it. Treadmill, if I break you, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. I'm addicted. You just have to work. All right, let's see if I messed it up. It's making a weird noise. I don't know if I like that. I think it's a little better. Maybe it just needs to warm up. Sounds okay now. I would be very devastated if this thing broke, I'm not gonna lie. But it was only $100, so I could probably just buy another one. All right, 2 miles, ORIS. Sorry, treadmill, we have to pause so I can add ORIS. Although as somebody told me the other day, this stock is crap, but let's check it out anyways. ORIS, Oriental something or other, that tells me it's probably some Chinese crap. I don't like it. It looks stupid. How did this just change on its own? What the hell just happened? My computer's possessed. Okay. Yes, I also, speaking of jealous women, I also had somebody in the live stream yesterday who just seemed like a very unhappy, miserable person. I felt very bad for her, leaving rude comments in the chat and then leaving rude comments on the videos. So I responded to one comment, which I probably shouldn't have because it's not good to feed the trolls, as we like to say. INM. Popping up. Let's check that one out. That looks kind of crappy as well. I did see DRMA popping up earlier, so that one just popped up again. Let's pull it up. I don't like anything I'm seeing right now. It's just putzing along. Okay, back to the trend. Oh, I was expecting it to be moving and it was not moving. One of these days I will, oops, I hit the wrong button. I will fall off the treadmill. I'm sure of it. Hopefully not today. It's making that weird noise again. Welcome, Certain, who just subscribed as a starter slave. Let's angle you up a little bit. I think my tea is probably ready now. Hello to Dawn. Hello to Tokes. Good morning. I hope ND joins us today because he was actually trading with me and I like that. Although it sounds like we have another trader in the chat. Scorpy says, Goddess, can you possibly tell us what is coming down the pipeline? I have no idea what that means. Can you rephrase your question? Little sir? Good morning, the money baller. Moneyball. Ooh, we have a trader in the chat. Yay. I like it when there's other traders and we can chat, we can talk like nerds. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful or I will just remove you because I don't really care about your stupid opinion. Good morning, Muhammad. Classius obviously has no clue what financial domination is because that is why I call myself a goddess. And I suggest you just go look it up instead of saying ignorant things in the comment when you don't know what you're talking about. Let me just hide a few rude ass people. Nothing new. You think you're special? You're not. I'll never understand why people have nothing better to do than go around the internet with their shitty opinions. Oops. I just don't understand. I do hope I get a moderator here soon. Where's security when you need them? Okay, CODX is popping up. Let's check that out. AZTR is pulling back. So we're gonna put CODX on here. Okay, CODX. I like it so far. Let's pull up some info about it. Oops. Oops. CODX. Okay, so it looks like it just broke the pre-market high of 374, went to 377. I'm going to pull up the info about it as soon as I remove this stupid ad. CODX. I have to say, it's been a minute since I've really seen anything that I am excited about trading. I don't know why it's not coming up. Let me try enter, see if it comes up. Oh. That's weird. I'm not able to pull up any info about it. That's very strange. Okay, well let me check the chart anyways. And let's do a 4-hour chart and just check some levels of resistance here. Okay, so it has quite a lot of volume today compared to other days. 1.74 million volume in the 4-hour candle. Level of resistance at $4, well 401 if you want to get really exact. And then the next level after that I'm seeing is 840. But when it hit 840 it did have quite the drop after that. So we'll see what happens. I feel like this one could be a little risky and I wish I had more info about it. I don't like that I don't have the information I usually want on a stock before I trade it. Let me try one more time. Yeah, it's not coming up. Very strange. Where are my moderators? Do any of my regular people in the chat want to be a moderator? I could use some help. Constantine, Scorpy, do you guys want to be moderators? Oh, thank you. He read my mind. Add as moderator. So just if you see any rude comments, just I don't know what you can do on your end as far as timing them out or just blocking them completely. You can hide them from the channel. That's what I would prefer. Surely you know the type of comments I'm referring to. Oh, Constantine too? Yes, the more the better. You know how it gets in here. Hairy, real hairy. Not me, them. I'm not hairy. Well, I am a little hairy right here. But, moving along. Oops, something just popped up on the scanner and I missed it. Dang it. I was distracted. Cash wants to know what I do for a living. I do multiple things. I always have. No, I shouldn't say always have. I've had my career in healthcare for almost 20 years, and I day trade on the side, and then I also do financial domination, which is where the majority of my income comes at this point. Comes from. I didn't finish that sentence. Mike wants to know what stock I'm trading currently. I'm not trading anything because it looks like crap. I was looking at CODX, but I can't find any background info on it, and I'm not super confident in it, so I'm just watching it right now. ORBS popped up, but it's got 132 million share float, which I don't like. And AZTR is another one that was kind of squeezing up, but it wasn't squeezing up, I shouldn't say that. It's been a slow grinder. From, let's see, it kind of started around 13 cents in the middle of the day yesterday, and it reached a high of 35 cents in pre-market this morning, but it looks like the volume is dying down a bit. Wait, hold on, is it? Yeah, volume's coming down a little bit. I think it's gonna pull back for a little while and then probably make another move higher, is my guess. But it's kind of a little bit of a too slow of a mover for me. I think it's gonna take hours to see a move in that one. I don't think it's gonna have a squeeze, which is what I usually look for. Prawn says, I seem really tall. I was just talking about this yesterday. I get this all the time. I am not tall. I am average when it comes to height. I am 5'6". And no, I am not married. Thank God for Constantine and Scorpy. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your help. I am not a Gallagher. Are you guys trying to say they look like Fiona Gallagher? No. I don't see it. I was so disappointed when they took her off that one season though, because I did really like that character. And, well, I should also mention I'm definitely not that slutty. She was quite promiscuous. No judgment, but not my style. To each his own. Okay, CODX 377, 380 just hit a new pre-market high. This could move. I mean, it could move. I'm just not super comfortable because I don't have my background information. I don't know. If there's any other traders in the chart. Money Trader says he has a standing desk and he's been standing, but walking is better. Yes, I got the walking pad, I think about 7 weeks ago now, and I'm very addicted. It was making a noise a minute ago and I almost had a little bit of a panic attack because what would I do without my treadmill? I don't even know. Hello, Ches. And Kyle, that's a silly question. Everything you have, obviously, including the retirement accounts. I'll wait. ONDS. Seems like a good long hold. Hold? I don't hold. I just get in and out. That's my style. CODX is pulling back. Just had a high volume red candle on the 1 minute and the 5 minute chart. Level 2 looks mixed. I don't know about that. What do you guys think about? Okay, Kyle just sent $49.99. I thought he was joking, but I guess he wasn't. That's a good start, but surely you can do better. TRNR is just on the Momo scanner. I always look for stocks that show up on the 10% squeeze is what I'm looking for. Somebody block Brendan for being a rude turd. And Michael. I don't like either of them. And JG. Ah! Alright, let me... You guys are too slow. And let me hide that person. I don't think that I have an Apple Cash. I don't know if I can say that or not here. All my payment links are on my bio. So if there's something, another way that you want to send besides super chats, that's where you can do it. Lewis, you're right. This is not exercise. I'm just going for a walk. Is that a problem? Mad Acoustic is telling everybody to buy Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is probably a large cap stock. That is not what I trade. And you are entitled to your own trading style, but that is not mine. I trade small cap stocks that are gapping up with low floats. Cash me outside. Cash me out Mo says, is it morning over there? Yes, it is 8:32 in the morning. Stock market opens in less than an hour. Kevin just stopped by to say, I am beautiful. Thank you for that. Virish also says the same thing, but just a reminder to not spam the chat. Kyle is coming at me again with the $19.99 super chat. I received that, but I told you to do better than 50, and you did 20. That's not what I told you to do. Is it? It's not. Are you gonna follow directions or no? Somebody block DK for being a crude turd. Mr. Sloth, I like your name, is wondering what my wheel is in the back. That is my wheel of death. And actually, I think Kyle might want to do either the wheel or the dartboard. Just a thought. So the wheel has various tribute amounts as well as other items on there. I have CBT, I have SPH, I have a task, and then there's other confession, other little things. Over here, over there is the dartboard with various tribute amounts on it. So if I hit the dartboard, you have to send the tribute. Well, it's recommended, not required. Sloth is wondering what SPH is. How do I say this in a YouTube-friendly way? Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to start my other stream. Oopsie. SPH is, I'm going to call it small pencil humiliation. Hopefully I can say that. I think you get the idea. Scorpy says, please do not spam the chat. If you have a question, obviously we have a lot of comments coming through because there are a lot of people in the chat right now. And what you can do is accompany your comment with a super chat and it will get priority. I will definitely see it. Let's see, this up here. Hopefully that doesn't fall over. Could be disastrous if it does. Okay. And this cord is holding me up. There's lots of cords floating around here. Okay, back on the treadmill. Okay, any other traders in the chat? Do you have any small cap suggestions other than the crap that I'm looking at, because I'm not impressed with what I'm seeing. CODX is petering out, it looks like. Drama is not doing anything, DRMA. ORBS has pulled back and the volume is crap. AZTR looks like it might be in a dip. Might be a good spot to buy for AZTR if you feel like staring at the screen for 4 hours, because I feel like that's how long it's going to take to actually make a decent move. We are not here for crypto. This is day trading stocks, my friend. It might be time to switch to subscribers only. Thank you. You guys are doing a great job moderating. I appreciate you. Both of you. Kyle gets a spin if he asks for it. I haven't seen him ask for it. But you don't have to wait for him to ask for a spin. You can spin it all by your big boy self. Kyle just requested a spin. So let me pause my treadmill and we will go spin. Here we go. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun to do actually. I do thoroughly enjoy this. All right, you landed on a task. Let me see, what should we make you do? Okay, I have a task for you. I would like you, let me start my treadmill back up while I assign you your task. Your task is as follows. You will take a permanent marker and you will write, I am Goddess Fury's bitch, on your chest. And then, if you are able, this is what I would prefer, because I do always require and prefer proof of task completion, you will send me a photo of said marking, branding, on one of my social media platforms. I want to see that you completed this task. That is your task. You will brand yourself for me. And you're not the first person to do this, of course. I do like to brand my men. I haven't had anybody branded permanently, but someday I will. I'll have a whole army of slaves with Goddess Fury tattooed on their butt. Sloth read my mind. That is the next step. He's not ready for that. I don't think I know Kyle. I think he's a new slave, so we have to wait. Kyle says, and Sarah may find out if I write on myself. Well, you can write on yourself, take the photo, and then scrub it off. I have assigned you your task, and you will do it. I am doing well, Mr. Varga. Should you buy DRTS? I don't know anything about, CODX is squeezing up a little bit now. Let's pull it up. Okay. Yeah, but every time it pulls up, it breaks the high by like 2 cents and then it pulls back. So I don't know if I trust this thing. Maybe it's getting shorted. I don't have any info on it, so I can't give you information that I'd like to know. But let's at least check how many shares. We have a 5-minute candle with almost 500,000 shares. It's quite high volume. It did just break the pre-market high again, but I imagine it'll just pull back again because that's what it's done the last 2 times that it did this. Well, 3 times actually. It squeezes up, it pulls down. That tells me that maybe it's shorts trying to buy it up to trap people and then short it back down. That's my theory anyways. Okay, Kyle wants me to spin again. I think you've earned a couple spins, so we will. We shall. I will hop off the treadmill once more. Here we go. For another spin. Okay, the dial is on 25. The thingy is on the line. How should we call this? Do you think I should call it as 25? Or should we respin? Hello, Jesse. It's kind of on the line. What do you guys think about that? The pointer says 25. I guess I have to make the call. Both. Oh. Okay, we do both. That's a good idea. Okay, so you get $25 tribute and you get another spin. That's a good idea. Here we go. You guys don't have many good ideas, but that was a good one. So $25 tribute, sir. And now, haha, you will confess. What do I want you to confess to me? You will confess to the chat how long your pencil, or short, your pencil is. Almudo is from Mexico, welcome. Let me hit up the ceiling fan while we're here. It gets hot under all this hair. I am drinking honey lavender tea. Cheers. I await your $25 tribute. Okay, BNRG just popped up. Let's pull it up. BNRG. Shut up, I'm not done, watch. Can you just, no, I don't want Siri. Just stop annoying me. BNRG. Okay, Kyle just paid his $25 tribute and then some. The goal for this chat is $150, by the way, and we are at 121. 70 cents on the BNRG. Let me pull it up on the big screen. BNRG, Bren Miller Energy. So we've got an energy stock here. Oh. The volume looks better on that platform than here. It looks pretty terrible. This is only saying, is this the right one? BNRG. Let me make sure it's the right one. BNRG. Yeah, NASDAQ. Okay, well here it says it has hardly any volume. What is it saying over here? Do we have a discrepancy? Where's the volume? It's right in front of me, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. Okay, I don't know if I like that because, oops, delete. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It's very low on the volume. That does not excite, oh there it is, volume. Volume, 11K on a 70-cent stock. No thank you. That's pitiful. It's quite pathetic. And I don't like it. Let's go back to 2 miles. Rhino is wondering what he's watching here. Wait, let me see if I missed any important comments. No, it's too hard to keep up with all of them. You are watching, this is a financial domination channel, and we are combining that with day trading. I know it's a weird combo, but day trading is my hobby, and so is taking money from men. So we just combine the two. We've got Kyle draining himself, although I'm not sure if he completed his task that I gave him. Kyle, are you resisting? I hope you're not resisting. I do not like submissives who resist me. It's not a good look. Everybody wants you to spin, I guess because they're too broke to spin themselves. If you want to spin the wheel, it's a mere $5 super chat. Surely you can afford that. Yeah. Okay, Kyle is requesting another spin. I hope I don't break my treadmill getting on and off of it every few minutes. That's okay. You know, I also do have the dartboard. This is an option. I'm just going to show you. And then you can choose if you want the dartboard or the wheel. I'm happy to do either. But just so you know, the dartboard is an option. We have balls and we have darts. But I do warn you, that I did not think I was good at the dartboard, and then I hit right on 100 the first time. So those are tribute amounts. So that's for more risky play. So Kyle, he wants the spin first. Okay, here we go. Spin, and we spin. And it's thinking $20. I don't know how to make this a little tighter. It keeps moving. Oh, I think I tightened it. Good. Okay. So you landed on 20, sir. It could have been 40. I guess you could say the dartboard is for escalation. Oh, before I go, he's asking for the dartboard now. Let me see your tribute first that you just landed on, and then I will dart it out. Should I turn off the ceiling fan for the darts? There it is. There's his $20 tribute. Ceiling fan off, because I don't want my aim to be thrown off by the wind in the room. Okay. I think, let me show you the ground. I think I will stand on the carpet here. Is that too close? I could do treadmill for an extra challenge. Let's see what chat thinks. Carpet? Treadmill. Where should I stand? Crack, you are not late. But crack is bad. Okay, carpet. Carpet? All right. Oh, wait. There's one more question. Ball or dart? Ball or dart? Ball or dart? I am trying to hit the dartboard. That's what we are doing right now. Ball or dart? Somebody in the chat. Dart. Okay, here we go. From the carpet. Yeah. Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I'm actually a lot better at the dartboard than I thought I was. I'm just gonna zoom in so you can see that I got it right on the 100, almost right in the middle. It's like on the 100. Are you impressed? Are you impressed with my dart skills? So I don't think anybody else is gonna be doing the dartboard anytime soon, unless you are a high roller, because I am a lot better at the dartboard than I initially let on. But to be honest, I didn't really know. Hey, you're the one that told me to do the dartboard. You made your own choice. I warned you. I told you I was good at the dartboard. I'm like an all or nothing person. I'm either really good at something, whether it's pool, bowling, basketball, or I'm totally shit. There he goes. He just sent the $100 tribute. So we have exceeded the goal of $150 today, which is fabulous. Now I have more money towards my phone that I just bought. Can I tell Sarah? Who is Sarah? Is she here? Are we gonna have a chat with her? Scorpio says that was past your goal. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Your girlfriend. So, you know, I'm happy to include Sarah in things, but I will warn you that I do not do home wrecking. If Sarah and I can be friends, I'm okay with that. I think you do want me to do home wrecking, and I do not talk down other females because I have respect for all women. Lush, he's not dumb. He is a financial submissive. Go look it up. I think you're the one dumb who doesn't know what that is. I love when people are ignorant and they try to call other people ignorant to make themselves feel better. It's called projection. Fun fact. We got a lot of it in this country right now, don't we? Okay, AZTR. is continuing on the rise. But like I said, it's a slow freaking mover. No, I want you to use it against me. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Please explain more. Isaac Nelson doesn't know what he stumbled into. This is a combo financial domination and day trading channel. Well, not the whole channel, just the live stream currently. MNDR, something new, thank God. I have to say that today is probably not a good trading day overall because there's been nothing but crap. And when there's nothing but crap, then it's all crap. CODX is kind of popping up a little bit, but I'm kind of over it. MNDR, Mobile Health Network Solutions, has a few red candles I don't like, but since we have nothing else to do, we'll pull it up on the chart. Living Upright wants to start day trading. Well, hang out with me and maybe you'll learn a thing or two. MNDR is pulling back already. Lame, but not surprising. I'm probably not going to end up taking any trades today because it's just another shit day of a shit week when it comes to trading. Not when it comes to life. Life is wonderful. But trading this week, unless you're shorting everything, is not very exciting. How did I make out with yesterday's training? Thank you for asking. SER is the stock that I traded yesterday, and it had great news. It had potential, but I think it was shorting. People were shorting it, or I'm not quite sure what was going on, but it was not really moving very well. So there was a friend in the chat who was trading it with me, and we both decided to take a little bitty profit. And I forget what, I think it was around like 220 when we were trading it. I saw a level of resistance at 296, so that's where I thought that it might go to. Okay, SKK is popping up now. And it pulled back quite a bit for a while, and then around noon it popped up again to 280 something. So it didn't quite go to the 296 that I had predicted, but it did have a little bit more of a move up. But it was very choppy and difficult to trade, so I'm not too disappointed. Oh, I see. I see where Kylo is going with this. He wants me to threaten him. That was my sister calling. I turned down my sister for you all. I hope you appreciate that. Kyle, if you sent... Oh, there it is. Yes, Kyle, I love your comment. He says, honestly, it's just fun to do this once in a while. To let go, you know? It's a stressful world. It's normal. Yes, and, you know, people who aren't into financial domination, you know, obviously we get a lot of people in the chat who have no clue what this is. I recommend you go Google it because I'm not going to go into detail here. I guess I will just say briefly, it is a kink that some people have for sending money to dominant women. They like to be told what to do. There's various kinks within financial domination that people enjoy. And a lot of people have this freaking attitude and they're like, why would somebody be into that? And you know what? If you're not into it, who the F cares? Okay? If you're not into it, that's fine. I'm sure lots of people aren't into some of the crap that you're into. Okay? So not everybody has to be into it. And if you don't understand it, then that's fine. Nobody's asking you to. But don't judge other people who are into it, is what I'm saying. If it's not your thing, that's fine. You probably like some weird shit like hairy armpits or something that other people don't like. Actually, let's play a little game. I want to hear in the chat right now if you are into something strange. I'll start. MNDR just popped up in a big way from, maybe I will have to look this one up. It went from 107 to 124 in a 1 minute candle. That's a 13% move or more. So, do I have it on here? No, I took it off. Oops. I'm gonna remove BNRG because that one looks crap. Let's put MNDR back on here because I like what it's doing right now. 9 o'clock. Just had a high volume, 204,000 share 1 minute candle. So that's interesting. Okay, we're gonna pull up MNDR and then we're gonna get back to the topic at hand. Kyle says he missed me talking about the B-mail. I mean, basically, I will say this to Kyle. If you do not spin the wheel at least 3 more times, maybe we will have to have a chat with Sarah. How's that? What do you think about that? I'm gonna tell Sarah to join the chat and she'll know what you're doing. Okay, somebody's talking about a weird rash they have. This is not a doctor's office, but I wish you the best. MNDR, let me pull it up on, Kyle just sent another $10 super chat. Are you trying to spin the wheel with that? Stupid Codex. I can't believe it didn't show me any information. I need to know what a stock is about before I'm going to trade it. Why are you not showing up your information? And he just sent another $10. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Kyle, please tell me if you're sending super chats for spins or dart throws or what. And he just sent another $10. He can't help himself. He's having a good time. I hope everybody's having a good time. I know I am. Kevin says he could try to get used to hairy armpits. That's not what I asked. Oh, Kyle is sending so that I don't tell Sarah, his girlfriend, about what he is doing right now. That's a wise choice. That's a wise choice, but I don't know if, what did you just send me? $30 is going to cut it. Just a reminder to keep your comments respectful. Just because Kyle is into being dominated financially doesn't mean that you have to be. And if you are judging him for his kink, I will have swift enforcement coming your way. Tyrell enjoys my channel. Thank you for that. I'm glad you enjoy it. I enjoy it as well. You guys are really onto the hairy armpit thing. I was just using that as an example. And the question wasn't, okay, the question wasn't if you can tolerate hairy armpits. I do not. I have lots of hair on my head. I have no hair in the pit, okay? It was just an example. And the question wasn't if you can tolerate it. It's if you like it. Thank you. I should put my email in my bio. Is it not in there? You're right, I should. My email is fiorethegoddess@gmail.com. It's not that hard. Don't waste my time unless you're emailing me a tribute, because I won't read it. Although sometimes I won't lie, I do get some funny emails and it entertains me. Like the one about the arm wrestling. If you guys recall, somebody wanted to pay me $2,500 if I beat him in arm wrestling. Rather strange. Okay, I was looking up MNDR, and then we're going to get back to kinks. MNDR, what's it doing? It's in a little bit of a pullback right now, but I like that high volume green candle. I think that's a good sign of things to come. I could be wrong, but it has a 2.44 million share float. It has a 5% short float, which is a little higher than I would like. It has relative volume of only 0.2, which is not fantastic, and no news. No news, so it just seems kind of random, unless somebody knows some news that we don't know about. The chart doesn't look very good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait, hold on, it's loading. We will wait for it to load. Muhammad, thank you for that. 5-minute candle. What are you doing? 5-minute candle now. Okay, 5-minute chart looks much better than the 1-minute chart, I will say. So it's doing a pullback right now. I do think this one's going to keep going. It has a pre-market high of 125. Let's check out some levels of resistance here. Next level of resistance is 138. So this could make a decent move, but it does have a little bit of a short float, so take it or leave it. Immortal, you are getting my name wrong, which does not please me. Kyle wants me to spin the wheel. He's pretty much earned quite a few wheel spins at this point. Let's pause and spin. Here we go. That was a good spin too. Somebody was trying to say that my wheel was rigged yesterday. I'll have you know it's not rigged. Okay. Ah, chat choice. Chat, it's up to you. What shall his fate be? Is he going to send a tribute? Is he going to confess something to you? It's up to you. The chat must choose what Kyle's fate will be. So, he wants you to show mercy. You know what I think. Do you really want to show him some mercy? It's up to you. Let's see what you got for him. Sonoff says $100 tribute. Scorpy says you have to write that you are my little sub 100 times. Line writing. That was my supervisor calling. She can wait. You can vote on the things that you've seen already. You can suggest a new one, and then I will pick, I guess, I will make the final call based on what's most popular in chat. So right now, the options for him are $100 tribute or line writing that he is my little sub. Vote in the chat. Voice your opinion. It's time to make your opinion known. Oh, James, that's cruel. He says $1 for every push-up you can do. Wait, are you telling that to me or Kyle? I think you're telling that to me. Scorpy, I think you already voted for the line writing. Dassault, I don't know what your idea was. I missed it. My name is not Fiona. Get it right. Get yourself together. That is insulting. No, Dassault. Nobody cares about that. This is not a dating advice channel. If you call me Fiona one more time, you're going to get banned off the channel because I just find it extremely annoying. Sniff an armpit. Okay. You have 1 more minute. Okay. You have 1 more minute to choose Kyle's fate. Is he going to send a $100 tribute? Or is he going to write 100 lines about how he is my sub? Chat, you have 1 more minute to figure it out. Okay, I guess Immortal wants to be banned. Goodbye. Obviously you don't listen. Constantine also votes 100. Sonoff has voted 100. TRCR votes 100. Okay, we've got a lot of people. It looks like $100 tribute wins. Kyle, pay up. Oh, J Money wants you to go $1,000. So it could be worse, but it seems that the chat has spoken. And the person who wanted to be banned got his wish granted. I just dripped on my leg. Oops. Water, not anything else. Don't get too excited. It was just water. AZTR just went above VWAP, so that could be something. It's nice to have this to entertain me rather than just staring at stock screens, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there is Kyle's $100 tribute. He paid up. You're a good boy. I think the only thing that you haven't done is branding yourself for me, because you're too scared of what Sarah's gonna think. Did you brand yourself or not? This is the question. Yes, Constantine says they asked to get banned and they got their wish. We granted their wish. So kind of you. Okay, Just Saying is getting very technical here. He said that's not $100, that was $99.99. For some reason, I think the platform does not allow people to send round numbers. So that could be why. Oops. Somebody tipped me on this other platform and I didn't see it and ignored him. Oh well. You guys are what really matters. But I do feel kind of bad. Okay, there. Kyle made up the difference, $1.99. Just Saying, are you happy now? I know you were just playing, but he took it seriously. He takes his debt seriously. Clearly. Yes. Scorpy. Yes, I am. But I have it on my computer and I have the stock chart on the computer, so it's kind of like hidden in the background. So, you know what I could do though is I could put the volume on and I'll hear it if somebody sends a tip over there. Okay. There's nobody there right now, but somebody came by and sent some money and I didn't see them. I do feel a little bad about that, but I'll get over it. Just Saying is also a Kyle. How cute. Kyle says to write Sarah on the wall or on a noteboard. Well, I'm definitely not. Wait, are you telling me to do that or you're saying that you're going to do it? TRCR wants to know what's on the wheel. On the wheel we have various tribute amounts and then other fun little thingies such as CBT, SPH is right there. There is a task somewhere, an extra spin, I think it's somewhere over there, and chat choice, which is dangerous, as we just learned, if the chat chooses your fate. And then we also have a dartboard, and those are tribute amounts. That is more for high rollers. Those are quite large tribute amounts. It is a $5 super chat to spin the wheel. Kyle wants to know my email. I'll tell it to you now, and then I'll try to remember to add it to the bio later. It is fiorethegoddess@gmail.com. Quite simple. Not Fiona. And for all the morons who like to come in my chat and try to degrade me and tell me to get a real job, they obviously haven't taken 2 seconds to educate themselves, because they would know that I do have a real job for almost 20 years. So stop being a rude, ignorant piece of poop. AZTR is pulling back. It's now below VWAP. Nothing really looks good when it comes to trading except this MNDR. Let's go back to MNDR. Oh yes, MNDR. If you took the trade when I told you to, at 113 or something, you'd be in a nice little profit, because it's now up to 127. It does have quite a few sellers on the level 2. Did I give you some levels for this? I don't know, I probably got distracted. Oh yeah, I did. The next level is 138. Past 138, let's see what happens. Once again, to the people coming in the chat, telling me to do things, I am not a monkey here to dance for you. I'm not going to do your stupid little things that you're telling me to do. 191 is the next level after 138. So, this has potential. Let me write it down. What did I say? 138. 138. 191. And one of these days, well, I did take a real trade yesterday. I did do an actual trade yesterday. But as you can see, I'm very picky about my trades, as you should be. I try to think about it like dating or, you know, choosing a partner. You don't just pick anyone. You do your research, you watch it. That sounds a little bit more like a stalker, actually, but you just learn to be more choosy. Please tell Sarah. Oh, I will. I thought you didn't want me to tell Sarah, but now you want me to? Kyle, I want to see a photo in my email of you branding yourself, or I will tell Sarah. I told you to do something. I will tell Sarah exactly how much money you've spent today and what you've been doing when she's not watching you. Obviously, you need close supervision. She needs to be watching you a little more closely. What a weird thing to say. I don't know where you guys come up with this crap, honestly. And I apologize if I missed any comments when I was looking at other things. There's lots of screens to look at. So, once again, this is not pre-recorded. This is live. Mr. Wymie. And Ken likes my hair. Thank you for that. Kyle says, girls, help each other out and tell when guys cheat. Always, duh. Of course. Kyle, are we going to do another wheel spin? Or do I have to tell Sarah what you've been doing today? I'm ready to hop off the treadmill again. How long have I been going? This says, hold on, let me check the mileage. 47 minutes. 1.5 miles. This says 1.25 miles. It's always a big discrepancy. I think the treadmill's right. I think it's 1.5 miles. I like to try to go for 4 miles. I don't know if we'll have time for that. ARTL popped up on the scanner. Let's pull it up. It first popped up on the Momo scanner, and now it's on the Squeeze scanner, which is the one that I usually go by. ARTL, it's a bioscience stock. It's so funny, like the people that are trying to make fun of Kyle, because honestly, your comments just scream that you're jealous. That's what I see. Oh my goodness. ARTL, what are you doing? What's going on here? What did I just walk into? High of 943. The move started at 728. Let's find out some info about this while I walk. Back to the walk. I don't want the stupid ad. And level 2 looks pretty good as of right now. Anything could happen. Could change in a second. Lucky is saying PLSE. I don't know if that's a ticker or you're saying please. Is that a ticker or are you saying please? Yes! Finally, Just Sayin says Kyle's for the win. Only gentlemen in the chat. Agreed. Well, no, we can't leave out Scorpion Constantine because they're also some of my favorites. Mojo just comes in the chat and announces that he's here. Okay, everybody be excited. Mojo just came in. Steve is in the chat. Steve says, last night's live stream began 25 minutes early. Guess that means we should check in early. Well, so the way I do it, Kyle says, please count down. Okay, I will count down for you. You have 10 seconds to send another super chat and spin the wheel, or we are all going to tell Sarah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you better hurry up. You have 1 second left, or Sarah finds out. 1. That's it. We're telling Sarah. You were too slow. Too slow. She finds out today. What's her email? We'll email her. There he goes. $50, but you're too late. $50 too late, sir. You waited too long. It's too late. You can try to send more tributes and make up for it. But I don't know if I'll change my mind. We are up to $425 this live stream. That's the word I was looking for. What was I looking up? I was distracted by Kyle and his tributes. Oh yes. No, was that it? Was I looking up ARTL? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay. I was distracted. My mistake. Furcon wants me to whip you. You have done nothing for me. So the answer is no. Ew, somebody remove Isra for his weird and inappropriate comment. I don't like it. Go away. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, we are talking about ARTL. And Kyle, if we're spinning the wheel again, please let me know. Humbridge wants to know what he just walked into. You have no idea, but you're about to find out. I assure you that. ARTL has a 0.7 million share float, very tiny, kind of like some of you. ARTL, 0.7 million share float. Short float is 2.53%. It is pulling back to 830 now, I believe. Relative volume is only 0.86, also disappointing, like some of you. And then, let's see, March 18th, they had news about expanding into the 16.3 billion glaucoma market with a fully funded clinical study. That sounds pretty good. So maybe it's popping up on old news. Unless there's new news I just don't know about yet. Furkin says he bows down to me every day. Well, it's too bad you don't have a tribute every day, because I could care less about your bowing, to be honest. Hello to Emil. Let me go back and see if Kyle has responded about... It's hard to keep up with all these. Constantine says spamming is an auto boot. Fair warning. You've been warned. He's kind enough to warn you. You should thank him for that. Okay, so that's the deal on ARTL. It has some old news. A couple days old. And we could see a move today. Did I check the levels on this yet? I don't believe so. Let's check it out. We're also watching MNDR because it's been a little interesting. So ARTL had a high volume candle a few minutes ago. Not that high volume. Well, it is almost a $9 stock. 42,000 shares in a 1 minute candle. It's getting back above VWAP now. And let's look at some other levels of resistance. Oops, I meant 4H, not 4Y, not 4HH. My computer's retarded. Okay, so this looks like a continuation move actually. The move started around 461 on the 18th when it had the news, and it's continuing to go up. It has broken the high of the day that it had the news. So there is potential here. Let's check some levels here. 537, oops, not 537, just kidding. 927, did it break 927 yet today? Yes, it already, the high of today is 943. Next level is 987. 987. And next level after that is 1638, which it had a sharp pullback. Oops, there goes my knee. 1638. Hold on a second. I have to read this comment that I just saw out of the corner of my eye. Mr. Paul says, Kyle can't even afford $500, which is so funny because what have you sent? Nothing. So you can't afford $5, but you're criticizing someone else who has spent over $400. Hilarious. That is comical. That is too funny. Now, if you have not already, I have some free tasks for all the losers in the chat who can't afford tributes. Your tasks are as follows. You will, hold on, let me check something. Okay. You will, one of my screens disappeared, what the F? You will get on your knees immediately. Not in 5 minutes, not in 10 minutes, right now. On your knees, and you will subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And you will like this live stream. Scorpy says done, he is on his knees. You should have been on your knees the whole time. Disappointing. And you will like this live stream. I think I said that already. And when you leave the live stream, meaning when I end the live stream, because you will stay here until we are done at 10 a.m. when I go make my breakfast, then you will go watch every video on my channel to the end. No skipping through. You will watch the video in its completion, and then you will like the video. You will comment on it, a nice comment, not rude or disrespectful or vulgar. And let's see, is there anything else I want to make you do? I could give you another task, but it's kind of mean. So I will give you the nice tasks for today. So, Andrew says I don't seem stern enough. Huh. You obviously don't know me very well. Clearly. Okay, is ARTL going to make a move here or what? Oh, well, it is 9:23, you know. I don't do any trades from 9:20 until after the market opens. This is not a good time of day to do a trade because things are usually pulling back before the market opens, and then it can be very unpredictable. But I am watching the following. Oops, I almost fell. MNDR, ARTL. Mostly, I think ARTL is kind of the top of my list that I'm watching right now. Although the highs are, or the next levels of resistance are $9.87 and $16.78. It is moving up right now as I speak to, what does this say? $8.99. So it looks like it might break. It already broke $9 earlier. Pre-market high, I believe, is $9.43. It is $9.43. So I do think we may see a break of pre-market high of $9.43 when the market opens. We shall see. Soar. Scorpy is not only my sub, he is now my moderator and my little buddy. So, I like his response to your comment. He says, you're the biggest simp. And first of all, you can't spell because you spelled your wrong, so you're a moron. And you're trying to criticize him for being a simp, which there's nothing wrong with that. And Scorpio says, and is that supposed to be an insult? Exactly. Just letting you know. What a weird thing to say. Weird thing to point out. He doesn't need to be told he's a simp. He already knew that, obviously. Many men in this chat are simps for me. I thought that was obvious. Keep running your mouth and see what happens. Yes, Furkan confirms we are simp for our beautiful goddess. I know this. We have 5 minutes until stock market opens. What are we thinking, chat? I know a lot of you don't trade and you're just listening to me banter about stocks. Are we betting on ARTL or MNDR? Do we think AZTR is going to make any significant move? Because it's quite a slow mover, slow grinder. Scorpio has no idea. He admits he doesn't know. He's just here for the entertainment. The rest of you, are there any traders in the chat with me? I do like it when traders join my chat and we can talk, nerd talk. Yes, Mojo, I agree. Why can't people just be respectful and just enjoy the feed? Because the world has become a very disappointing place where it has become normalized and maybe even celebrated to be a rude, nasty troll, unfortunately. I'm with you on that one. I would never take the time to go on the internet and troll various YouTube channels or other platforms just to rage bait people, I guess, and just to cause drama. But you know, some people are losers who don't get any attention in their real life, so that's what they have to do to get attention. And I guess they prefer negative attention over no attention. So we try not to give them any attention. But occasionally, if you know me, you do not know that I like sometimes to bully the bullies, just because I find it entertaining. So sometimes we do give them a little attention, just for a moment, to make them look stupid. Oh, SER is popping up. That's from yesterday. Are we going to have a continuation play on SER? Let's see what it looks like. Where did my other screen go? It's, ow, I just kicked the treadmill. I don't know what I just did. Go away. All right, let me move one of these over here. Dun dun. Shoot. Okay, I'm just making things worse right now. I don't know what I just did. How do I move this screen? I'm just gonna delete it. And then we'll move this here. And then we will make this another chart. I do have to pee, I just realized. But this is not a time to leave my charts at 128. I think I could probably go pee really quick before the market opens. I might have enough time. I do have to go pretty bad. I drink a lot of water. And a lot of tea. So this is why I have to pee. Hey, that rhymed. Okay, let's do a 5-minute chart. Actually, we're gonna do a one minute chart since the market's about to open. I do like to see the 1 minute. I have 1 minute to go urinate. You are not gonna join me for that, but I will be back in 30 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I'm late. The stock market has been open for 40 seconds. AZTR is popping up. MNDR is also popping up. ARTL is pulling back. I think ARTL will pull back and then go, but you never know. I'm watching. AZTR is popping up more than I thought it would. Let me see. AZTR. Oops. Stupid computer. No. 1T, 1R. 1R. Not 2. My keyboard's messed up. I'm thinking. I'm looking. Watching ARTL, MNDR, AZTR, BARK, just popped up on the scanner. That is a ticker. I'm not just saying bark. Valdez, go look it up. Or you can watch one of my videos explaining that. I am watching some stocks because the market just opened and we are day trading today. BARK is a ticker, okay? I wasn't telling anyone to bark, although you can bark if you want. MNDR is really looking the best here right now. Let me look at the level 2. Did I give you levels for MNDR? If so, I don't remember what they were. There's some big sellers on the level 2. 13,000 share, 7,000 share sellers. So it has some levels to break through. SATL just popped up on my scanner. I'm going to remove code X because I don't like that one. AZTR is really popping up now. I did not expect this one to make a fast move, but it is. It is making a fast move. What did it get to? 37.71. I saw some people in, I don't know if I can say the platform on here, one of the trading platforms I'm on, in the chat there, saying that 37 was a big level, and it did just break 37. So maybe we do need to look at AZTR a little bit more here. It has very high volume green candles for the 3 minutes that the market has been open. So it could see some continuation here. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, let's write it down. AZTR, 37, 38, 39 is a level. I would say if it breaks, okay, I see a level kind of around 39, 32, so I'm just going to say like 40 cents, and then a little level at 43, and then after that 48. So, and then after that 76. So, reload. What? How annoying. Stupid. Valdez thinks he walked into the wrong class. Oh, now ARTL is popping up. It took a few minutes, and sometimes that's how it is. It's going. Where is it going? What are the levels I told you? We are day trading, fools. And ARTL has a level at $9.87. The high just now is $9.18. The pre-market high is $9.43. If it breaks $9.87, well, this is a level of resistance, but the fact is There is a big psychological level at 10, always $10. And the next level after that is 1678. So we could see 10 to 15 if it continues to go. Let me check out the level 2. And at this point, if you want me to see your comment, just a reminder that super chats do get priority because it pops up as a big color and I will see it. But right now I'm watching stock charts very closely because the market just opened. Yeah, ARTL, this was my favorite, if you recall. The other ones are dying down. SATL is a new one that I haven't had time to look into, but that's popping up a little bit too. MNDR, AZTR are pulling back a little bit. Moonwave says he sent tribute. I know you're not the person who emailed me and said they sent tribute and it's lying, because if you sent tribute, you should be able to send me a screenshot of your tribute. And if you don't, if you're lying about sending tribute, you will be blocked from all my platforms. That is extremely disrespectful and annoying as hell. I'm still watching ARTL. I think that was you. Jose says, you invest in stock trading. That comment actually makes no sense, but investing and day trading are two separate things. I'm a day trader. I'm watching ARTL. I kind of want to take a position. I kind of do. I'm going to. All right, I'll be right back. I like to take the position on my phone. So I will be back in 10 seconds while I go place a trade on ARTL while it's pulling back. I'm back. Hello. I have an order in on ARTL. We'll see if it fills. Let me type in my trading password here. I put an order in at 9:01. So we'll see if it fills. If it doesn't, I'm not going to cry. 9:05. I think it will have a little pullback to at least 9:01. Hopefully it doesn't pull back a whole lot more than that. I just filled. Okay, so it can go now. Okay, now it's going as predicted. I want to see it break 9:35. I want to see it break 9:43. That was the pre-market high. That would have actually been probably a little bit better move to wait for the pre-market high break. However, you could see rejection at 9:50. And also, what was I going to say? Sometimes when it breaks, it just breaks so fast, it's hard to catch. So I'm in at 9:01. We'll see what happens. My max loss is going to be between 5 and 10%. So if it drops more than 5%, I'm out. Because I don't do more risk than that. We'll see what happens. All right, we just had a nice little green candle. It didn't engulf the previous candle, but it did have higher volume than the last. Oh, here we go. I think we just broke. Yep, we just broke 943 pre-market high. Let's see if it breaks 950. It went to 949. I'm thinking we'll go to at least 10. And if we get a break of 10, we could see as high as 15 or 16. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. I'm at a profit of 4% right now. And we'll see what happens. I want this candle to close above all the other highs. That would be a very good sign. That's what I want. I'm now at 6% profit. Let's see what happens here. 5 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. It is a very high volume candle. 89,000 shares, 94,000 shares. Good, it did engulf the other last 4 or 5 candles, which is a good sign. It's continuing. We're at 960 now. Oops, I meant to hit the minus sign. Let's see if it breaks 10. Who thinks it'll break $10, or is it going to get rejected? Are we going to have some rejection? High is now 976. I would like to see a break of 10, but I don't know if it'll happen. I'm going to be on the safe side and take part of my position out at like 995. I'll be right back. All right, so I just placed a couple sell orders. Now, if this starts pulling back too much, I will get out because I don't want to lose money, obviously. That's not what we're here for. Also, Steve, are you still in the chat? Hello to Sarah. Let me know if you're in the chat, Steve. I am still watching ARTL. I have an open position here. I'm looking to see if it gets to 995, which is my first, how do I say this? First level position I'm going to close. Take profit. Words are hard. Let's check out the 5-minute chart. 1-minute chart looks beautiful. We've got 1 minute 25 seconds to close on the 5-minute chart. It's looking pretty good, actually. I'm kind of tempted. You know what? I'm going to go above 10. This is a little risky, but I just have a feeling this is going to break 10 very quickly. I'm not always right when it comes to stocks. I am right when it comes to everything else. It could go either way. Let's see what happens here. 52 seconds on the 5-minute candle. So far, so good. It's kind of bouncing around right now, 960, 970-ish. Scorpio says, I think Kyle's in serious trouble. Just Saying says, you gotta trust your gut. And when it comes to stocks, follow your rules. That's very important. Don't just trust your gut. Follow your rules. That's the hard part. 957. 12 seconds on the 5-minute candle. It's looking pretty good. 4 seconds. Nice high volume. The volume is increasing. These are all good signs. Let's see where the next 5-minute candle takes us. Might have a little bit of a pullback. That would be normal. I don't want to pull back on the 5-minute. Oh, here we go. A little surge. Well, it looked like it was going to. CREG is popping up on my scanner, but I'm focused on ARTL since I have a position in there now. That is my main focus right now. I want to see if it breaks the high, which is currently 979. Can we break 10? It's pulling back now. Now we're down to 924. Let's see if it holds VWAP though. It is holding VWAP, which is also a good sign. Pullbacks are normal. We just don't have to pull back too much. Otherwise, we're gonna abandon ship. Oh says sell. I don't know who you are, but I'm not likely to listen to somebody who I don't know telling me random things. DRIL also says pull out. I don't have a good reason to do that right now because as of right now, we've got very good, nice high volume on the 5-minute chart. 2 5-minute candles with very nice high volume, nice full bodies. And we're having a little bit of a pullback right now. There are quite a few sellers piled up on the level 2 right now, but I want to see what happens. It is holding VWAP so far, which is a good sign. We have a couple red candles on the 1-minute chart. It could go either way, but I'm leaning towards it will keep going. Let's see if this 1-minute candle breaks the high of the previous one, which was 917. Yes, it did already. It's at 933. So we've already broken the high of the previous 1-minute candle, which I like. I would like it to close above that candle. We're at 932 currently. So it's just kind of a wait and see game right now. We'll wait and see what this 5-minute candle has in store for us. Thank you for that, Stephen. Ethan is asking a very weird and unrelated question. Now we're pulling back a little bit more, 917. I don't like that. We better hold VWAP or we're gonna have a problem. Okay, still holding, is that VWAP? Yeah, holding VWAP. And touching on VWAP, it might be a bounce off VWAP. Let's see what happens here. Although we do have a red candle on the 5-minute chart right now, we still have 1 minute and 45 seconds left, and the volume is much less on this 5-minute candle than the last one. So those are good signs. We are holding VWAP so far. If we can continue to do that, I will be happy. Regardless, you know that I've already made $425 on this live stream, so there's that. We just don't want to lose any money. Losing money is bad. Leo is on his knees, as you all should be. I am not done walking. Stop yelling at me. Watch. What is VWAP? 908. Uh-oh, that closed pretty close. That closed at 908. Oh shoot, now it's dropping down. Poop. Well, I think I might be out. I don't like it. I'm not out yet. I'm not giving up yet, but I want to see what happens. 37 seconds. I haven't reached my outage yet. So I'm still in the safe zone, but borderline. I'm not happy about it. 15 seconds to get its thing together. Mike says I'm cute. Thank you for that. What are we doing here? That is now the end of the 5-minute candle. That is a rather big, large candle. I don't like it. Is it a pullback or is it the end? That is the question. We're gonna see what the next minute or two does and wrap it up. I look like Mike's ex-girlfriend. Okay. All right, we're coming back up a little bit. Is this a bounce to lower levels or a recovery? That's what I need to know right now. Dawn says, I like trading, but I'm only 17 and a half. Well, that gives you plenty of time to maybe trade with paper money and not real money, and to spend some time learning. You can go on YouTube and learn lots of things about trading. Do not spam my chat, por favor. Thank you. Can somebody time out Leo for asking the same question 20 times? Just a reminder, if you do want me to see your comment, we do fluctuate on the number of people we have in the chat, and obviously I am in a trade right now, so I don't have my eyes on the chat the whole time. If you want me to definitely see your comment, you can always add a super chat, which will give it priority. That is an option. What strategy do I follow for trading? This is a good question. Hold on one second. We are recovering a little bit here. Let's see if it recovers VWAP. That's what I want to happen right now. And I would like to see some more volume on these candles right now. VWAP is $9.06. We are at 9.03. So, is it going to close above VWAP is the question. And it looks like it will. We closed that 1 minute candle at 9.07. So it did close above VWAP. This is a good sign. Now we have a very large buyer coming in at 14,000 shares. I like that as well, as long as I don't push out at the last minute and then cause the stock to drop. Sometimes they do that. Okay, so we're coming back up now. Let's see if we can break the high of the day. I want to see a break of 10, but since we had such a large pullback, I did move my sell order. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I moved it back down to just under $10 just to be on the safe side, because I'd rather make profit than not. So I'm going to take half my position out as we approach $10. And actually, the high was $9.79. So it's a little tricky to know if this is going to go closer to 10 or if it's going to pull back again at $9.79, $9.78, $9.77, somewhere around there. So if I want to be real safe, I can move that order, and it's tricky. It's tricky to know what to do right now. I'm going to keep the order where it is for now. I'm curious to see if it'll break the high, which is $9.79, and then if it's also going to break $10. That's what I'm curious to see if it's going to happen. We do have 1 minute 28 seconds left on this candle. And we're going to see what happens here. We're playing the waiting game. What ticker? I'm watching ARTL. I'm not watching it, I'm actually in it right now. Ooh, I don't like the level 2 right now. Level 2 looks a little yucky, but it can change very quickly, so we'll just see. 46 seconds on this 5 minute candle. I also want to see what the 15-minute chart looks like. Let's see. Okay. 15-minute chart looks okay, not great. I want to see if we can close this 5 minute candle above $9, because that is VWAP. And we've got 20 seconds to do that. We are at 9:11, 9:03, 9:12. It's really bouncing around a lot. Level 2 doesn't look that great, but let's just close above $9, okay? Yes, let's do that. And there we have it. That candle has closed at 9:10, which is above VWAP. That is a good sign. So hopefully we can continue to go higher and not lower. That is always the goal, unless you're shorting. And then the goal is the opposite. Okay, we're coming up a little bit here. We do have a lot of sellers hanging around here. Are they going to get out of the way? Or not? I guess we'll see in the next 5 minutes anyways. I think the next 5 minutes will be very telling. WNW is popping up. That is the crap Chinese stock that I mentioned the other day that went from, and I shit you not, $13.52 all the way down. Last time I checked it yesterday evening, it was at 10 cents. So whoever shorted that made a lot of money. If you shorted that stock, if you held that stock, you lost a lot of money. You should have just spent your money on Findom. Really, would have been more fun. Okay, we are rising a little bit. Can we break for now? 934 is the next little level I would like to see break. It's very indecisive right now. Doesn't know what it's doing. It's hard to be patient sometimes, but sometimes that's just what you have to do. I've got 2.5 miles on the treadmill. I have 4 more minutes of live streaming, and then I'm gonna go make some breakfast. And if you haven't had enough of me yet today, I will be back on my fitness channel, Fit with Fiore, at 11 a.m. for a core workout, if you think you can handle it. Might be too much for you, to be honest. 2.5 minutes on this 5-minute candle. I would like to see more volume. I don't know if I'm gonna get that. It looks like it's going down. Now it's going back up. It's very indecisive right now. We don't know what's gonna happen. Anything could happen. But I do hope it holds VWAP in the next 2.5 minutes. NNBR just popped up on my scanner if you want to go check it out. ARTL is pulling back. I don't like it. I'm almost kind of tempted to get out because it's taking too long and I'm getting impatient. 2 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. It's just kind of dicking around, honestly. Just saying, you have a great day as well. Ryan, I don't know what you're talking about. Oliver, my payment platforms are on my bio. I do not use PayPal because it gives out personal information, and I'll be damned if I'm giving anyone my personal information. Especially when I make so much money on my other platforms. Why would I do that? And just a reminder, if you want to be controlled, then you are not in control. 1 more minute. I'm not liking this. I'm leaning towards I want to get out. I'm still in the safe zone, but I'm going to try to stick it out for 50 more seconds to see what happens. But right now I'm not impressed at all. It still has potential to change, but we do not cling to hope when trading stocks. It's just not safe to do. So, 28 seconds to get it together or I'm out. Moderators, are you still here? Please hop on these people because thank you. Oliver, were you listening? I literally just said I don't use PayPal for Findom because it's not safe. You have lots of other options. Figure it out. Okay. This is interesting. It's holding the bottom of VWAP, and the red candle was less volume than the green candle, which is a good thing. I still don't quite know which way this is going to go. It's a mystery. So, we just had a rather large red 15-minute candle, but it's lower volume than the green candle. That was very nice. So this might have just been a pullback because it's not dropping too low. So I do think we need to give this a little more time. I have not hit my max loss yet, so we are still in the safe zone. Okay, we're starting to have more buyers come in now. Somebody is stalking me on my other social media platform that I can't say here. I'm a little itchy right here. Mike says, it's good to see a woman such as yourself working out. I don't call this, I guess this is a workout for most people. I'm just walking. That's not really a workout for me. I'm going to do my workout at 11. This is just like walking. Just trying to get a few steps in. But maybe this is a workout for some people. Momo says I look mean. Thank you for that. I will take that as a compliment. I worked hard on my resting bitch face. Actually, I didn't work on it at all. It's just natural. But being a financial dominatrix, it sure comes in handy. Somebody just subscribed to one of my adult platforms. Thank you for that. And just a reminder, if you are trying to join or watch any content of mine on other platforms or adult platforms, I do say this in all the descriptions, but I do not post anything without clothing. So if you're hoping to see that, you will not find it. I wish I had $100 for every person that came in my chat saying WTF is Findom, when they could really just look it up before they come in the chat so they know what they're getting into. I don't know why I should have to explain Findom in every live stream when this is literally a channel about Findom. Okay, it's coming back up now. I like it right now. I think we're about to recover VWAP, $9.08 right now. I want to see if it breaks the high of the previous 5-minute candle. And I do realize it's after 10, but I'm still in this trade. So we're putting off making breakfast for a little while longer. I might end up just taking a tiny profit at this point because I'm getting kind of sick of watching this and I'm hungry. But let's see. Oh, we just had a little drop. What was that? Somebody shorting it? Or just being a turd? Who knows? Let me go back to 5-minute. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Let's see if it recovers VWAP. I am leaning towards probably just getting out of the stock because it's taking too long. Although last time before it surged up, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles of pullback before it went back up. So not to say that it's going to be exactly the same this time, but it is possible we'll see a couple pullback candles before it actually moves up. Could be what's going on. It might just be a little bit longer of a pullback. 40 seconds on this 5-minute candle. That is a very weird question, and I'm not going to answer it. 23 seconds. Can we get a little more volume? A little more movement? Okay, well, while we're waiting for this, now it's coming up a little bit. It's up and down. You know, it just can't, it's indecisive. What is today? Friday. We have a weekend day tomorrow, so obviously there's no trading. I will be back trading Monday morning, and no later than 8:30. I've been trying to get up earlier. Ideally, I like to be on trading at 7 a.m. There's a lot of good moves at 7 a.m. usually, but that's also very early. So, Mr. Tone, I don't know if I can say that on here because when I'm streaming, they don't like me talking about other platforms, and I don't know like how strict they are about that. So I will give you a hint and let you know it starts with a W and ends with a bull. I am not a divorced mom. What a weird assumption to make. Don't you have to be married to be divorced? Yeah. Okay, so moving along, I will be back live streaming day trading on Monday morning, and then now it's pulling back again. I'm getting annoyed here. I'm getting very annoyed. 64. Use this one. 59. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. It's kind of pissing me off, to be honest with you. And then I will more than likely be live on Sunday afternoon. 4 to 5 p.m. is another regular time that I do. So 4 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, and we do this day trading bit every weekday that the stock market is open, 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I have my live stream schedule on various social media platforms, so you can always go there for the full live stream schedule. Or, like I said, you can join me at 11 o'clock today for a core workout if you want to work out with me, if you are up to the challenge. Hello from Australia! I love Australian people. Okay, so we will end it there. I'm still watching this, but I'm going to make breakfast and continue to watch it a little bit. I still think it has hope. It still had those really nice high green candles right when the market opened. It is having a little bit of a pullback right now, but it is holding support right around 859, 860. If it drops below that, my treadmill just made me stop. I guess it is overheating or something. So I'm gonna go make breakfast and I'll do my workout at 11 a.m. See you later.